Hello. How was today? Expressing my artistic flair while painting a house with a group of people. Who did that with me? Can I hear some noise?
Yeah. Changed it this morning.
It's quite fun.
Yeah, it's not working. It's brand new.
And I still have some paint left on my hat here. So anyway, I'm 50 Spence, as some of you have been calling me. Or you can call me Spencer. Or, hey, big tall white guy that raps that looks like Where's Waldo. Whatever. Hey, I'm going to do 2.5-ish songs for you guys. This first song, real quick, we've been talking about culture. We've been talking about what it means to examine culture and use culture and make culture for the glory of Christ. And so I wrote a song one time after listening to, by accident, a song that just was awful and was really popular at the time about last fall. It's called 9:13, and I got it from Proverbs 9:13. It says, "The woman folly is loud. She's seductive and she knows nothing." And I just kind of took that. I was really upset when I heard this song. And so I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write a rap song about it. So I went back and wrote a rap song about it. So this song's called 9:13. On your feet. So we're going to do this one. Listen to the words. I'm going to do a little silent spoken word for you guys. And then we're going to get down. Make sense? Are you ready? Let's do this.
They say she has everything that you've ever craved. With dark eyes and dim corners and an eager wave, calling out in the streets with justice to jade, with lofty overstatements, overdone accolades, and oh no, melodramatic. She's so loved by the addicts, and they like to say the best bread is stolen and the secrets never fade. But those lips are full of secrets with overdone flair and contradicting speeches. It's so easy when they refuse to tell that the celebrated couch is dressed up in hell. But she's so promoted through the anthems as we try to light up our lanterns. And as the song replays, we stop up for a moment in the water on the blaze. Clarity grabs us by the collar. The fog slides away and we finally saw it as a dauntingly dangerous demon. It's dragged the princes of the province into the culture snag. The city falls from its independence as the gods are dismissed with their lack of relevance. The collapse was great as the wronging abates. The highway is all staring at empty plates. Nobody is really impressed by these deafening screams that only confess that you know that we know that you chose to try to make these gents scream, but we kept our eyes closed. You tried to make these gents scream, but we kept our eyes closed. You tried to make these gents scream, but we kept our eyes closed. Clap. And I'm not left out, I'd rather flee to pursue something better than transience for the sake of the truth. Things in my mind like a wound or a bruise that healed long ago, but somehow renewed as I sat in the corner and watched the miners move from the lovely to the lonely, the skies and the youth, and call it autonomy, so enigmatic, following with hearts that long to be gladdened in. Anything will do for these vagrants to have it sacrificed on the altar with minds that are minded by a lofty ideal that's held in the lowlands where cryptic things lie in houses shift on sins where it's waved or banners and before their eyes lies flourishing the things that are overemphasized. I watched sunshine with mouth open wide, but the words never came for my tongue was too shy. But I listened and lingered and peered on them as they danced with their demons and sang of their sin, finding their folly like a boy who wins in a race by himself down a road that dead ends. They're in a race by themselves down a road that dead ends. They're in a race by themselves down a road that dead ends. Clap. So take a long look and you might see it, a day when vice is always repeated as the world holds hands and hums their tune. I'll write these words that were fashioned for you, and no single man was made for such glory given by the tyrants. It's not their story. The knees will grow weak and they'll collapse like stones that fell from the top with no life in their bones. The concealed will be open forever out of sea, and justice's journey to find that breach, and the monument will tumble and be subdued, and the proud will pronounce an objective truth, and beauty will abound in a blinding way, surpassing the masters of the failed foray. The poem will be read and the ears will fall in the side of the blind, from the great to the small. The silence is known with no names to mention. Lean in close and try to listen. Just lean in close and try to listen. Just clap it out. It sounds so good.
yourselves a round of applause for your clapping.
Now if we're a band of heralds that's united through the centuries, included in the narrative that arches over mysteries, if we're rooted in something that smolders over our miseries, then there is no comparison to be made as we're blistering. If hell was thrown on a man in the moment, if the world was silent then suddenly broken by the screams against the blackness of the sky, and if the words escaped his mouth then no one replied, and if the stone was blown away by a power that sustains the universe as we know it in our popular domain, then we're only kidding ourselves as we try to play a song that celebrates nothing but our feeble fame. And what shall I sing of? What shall we sing? When the sun sets on history, what shall we plead? The question was mine. If you asked me, I'd point to liberation bought by this king.
All right. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I say your name. Really? Am not too cool to participate in the rap show. If Spencer, who is tall and white and lengthy and nerdy, can do it, then I can too. So help me God. Are you ready? Take your jacket off. Is the bass cranked? Are we ready up on the soundboard? Yes? Okay, the bass is cranked. When the bass drops, you are to do whatever we've learned over the weekend, the rapper's delight, the clap. You can make up your own dance move. The sprinkler. The shopping cart. Whatever it is. The chorus says, you were made for this, I was made for this. That's what I'll say. And I'm going to point the mic out to you and you're just going to say, we were made for this. Are you ready? So let's practice. You were made for this, I was made for this. We were made for this. Are you ready? Let's do this. We were made for God's glory. So let's sing about it. Here we go. Crank it. Here we go. You gotta jump when it starts. I'm taking my keys off. Here we go. Go. With a little smudge right off of my glasses so I can see clearly and see how attractive everybody looks in this setting. Rubbing shoulders with each other, nothing wrong with forgetting your poise at the front doors. We in the places. No way on earth did you tool cool with this. And all my energy went to these kids and it's 4 life spins in a time well spent. Every single syllable is meant for something critical as we go the mystical. Like just something little more coming to the point. Heading past the smoke screen if you don't know what I mean. Then come with me and taste and see. Take it to the highlands and let it snowball into the loveliness that made me a Java Jones. No turn away. Explains the chatter. I'm taking you. You ready? You were made for this. I was made for this. You were made for this. I was made for this. You were made for this. I was made for this. You were made for this. I was made for this. We're not done. Get ready to go. Go! I rocked with energies. The world is listening. We're running in about the foreign nerves. Visiting. We're singing like a ham in the teeth as the tones of the bass and the skins and moves to our bones. Freedom preserves us and keeps us captive. Like misfits with misfits. We're leaving the cavern in the range of the ranges off feet. Dragging as a passes by. Keep a job and sparks to react. Moves to the nest and makes it a dress and a chic and a hip and a black hits it. It got a sway and the rhythm betray. So we shrug our shoulders and it down anyway. As a ruckus of bounce, we send signals around to the folks in the town. We love the sound, but they called us clowns. Smells of frowns, so we kept you ready. You were made for this, I was made for this. You were made for this, I was made for this. You were made for this, I was made for this. You were made for this, I was made for this. Alright, lean in, put your hand up to your ear. Listen to this. So tattoo it on your mind so you never forget that night when the light was as real as it gets. The day when you saw the sparks as they hit the sky as the stars backed off for a bit. God always knew that we were never meant to be caged off in need of a fix, so we destined to be to make us move with it. Our freedom, ready? Your moment is for us and it will implore us to use the wisely with no extra surplus. I'm singing like a symphony, pyro and maverick. Know that our troubles, we do anything to have it. It'll move through the
to a glass. The maker of the moment, the stage of the scene. He's done everything to prove. He knows our name. You were made for this, I was made for this. You were made for this, I was made for this. Yeah, you were made for this, I was made for this. Yeah, you were made for him, I was made for him. 3, 2, 1, the bomb goes 3, 2, 1, and it goes back. Thanks, guys.